Hi guys, Miss Dragon here. So I know I said we are gonna be playing the quarry, but my computer is too much of a potato to be able to run the quarry and record at the same time. So that's not gonna happen. I literally will have to upgrade my graphics card and probably my CPU just to get it to record without being stuttery and laggy and just absolutely awful. Even at the lowest settings, I had all the settings down like to low. I had the frame rate capped at 30 FPS and it still wouldn't work without being like super lag and stuff. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't know when I'll actually play the quarry, but not anytime soon because an upgrade for my computer isn't exactly in the budget right now. So, yeah, instead of that, we're going to be playing a different game, a much less stressful game, because I am very stressed out after spending the last like 3 hours trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Instead of the quarry, today we're going to be playing Dear Esther. It's basically just a walking simulator story game with a narrative. I want to play something chill after that stressful experience of, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope I enjoy this after all that. So, let's get started here. So, we're just gonna start at the lighthouse, I guess.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Oh! This is beautiful. I hope it looks as good as it does on my screen. Like... holy. Oh, and this music, I just saw a shadow run across the window, but this music is so nice. Oh, a flashlight. So, I guess we'll just explore. I'm not sure exactly where we're supposed to be going, but... ooh. Paint. Lots of paint. I actually don't know how to interact with things. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, I can zoom. Okay! Okay, so the mouse just zooms and stuff. What is... alright, well let's look around this place then. So we're in a deserted lighthouse. With so far not much to look at. What's this? What does that say? European Food and Goods Convention. Wolver... yeah, I can't read that. 1973? no, what does that say? I can't read that. Okay. I don't know what that says. Okay. Oh, what is this? Cool. Oh, is there... or just there's music, sheet music. So nothing in here, I guess. I don't know. I'm not... more sheet music. Not sure what I'm doing. It's a broken boat, but nothing in it. Okay. So this is the lighthouse. It's been nice visiting, but we're gonna move on, I guess. So, there's 2 paths. Does it matter which one I take? The music stopped. I just realized the music stopped, and that's kind of disappointing because it was really nice music. So we took the low path. I wonder if it's just the same. Like it goes to the same destination, but it's just the upper path or lower path. Maybe you can find a bunch of different things up there if you go up there instead. Very nice beach. How does one commentate on one of these kinds of games? We've got crab traps, I believe. Yeah, those look like crab traps. We used to catch crabs at my grandpa's place. He lived on a lagoon. We'd go, we'd actually go crabbing.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
Yeah, so anyways, as I was saying, we used to go crabbing with my grandpa. And you just take like fishing line and a hook and you'd hook some chicken onto it and then you'd just drop it into the water and you'd just sit and wait and the crabs would come along and grab onto the chicken and you'd pull them up and you'd catch a crab. It's a lot of fun actually. Okay, so I think if you go down, it's the same destination. We're gonna go up these stairs though. I just want to see from up here. This is really pretty. I love the ocean. I don't live anywhere near the ocean. But, oh, I love the ocean. It's so pretty. Scary too. I mean, I'm good like on the beach and in the shallows, but I probably could never go out like into the ocean. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just the thought of whatever's lurking underneath the water is really creepy, if you ask me. But it's still pretty.
Donnelly's book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
I have no idea what's going on. This is fun. It's okay. It's not stressful, at least. I just don't understand what's going on. It's very pretty, and I like that. I like looking at pretty things. Especially nature. Oh my god, nature can be so pretty. I love forests. Forests are really pretty too. I'm just rambling at this point. I mean, what else do you talk about? It's getting real windy up here.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
So I assume they're talking about that right there. On the cliff. Look at these flowers. They're so pretty. I wonder what this is for. If it has a meaning or not. Oh, wait, I can go around it? Wait. Why are there so many paths? Okay, well, we're just gonna come off the path and walk around. Is that a... No, I think it was a leaf.
I quote directly: a motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to me the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
No clue. No idea. Just enjoying the scenery. Taking in the view. Look at this view, though. It's beautiful. I know I've said that so many times now, but it's beautiful. It's such a simplistic game. Like, they put a lot of effort into the environment. And I appreciate that.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason, or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
So there's a nice boat. It looks like a fishing boat over there. Now we're gonna... There's the lighthouse. Now we're gonna enter into a cave.
I would leave you presents outside your retreat in this interim space between cliff and beach. I would leave you loaves and fishes, but the fish stocks have been depleted and I've run out of bread. I would row you back to your homeland in a bottomless boat, but I fear we would both be driven mad by the chatter of the sea creatures.
What interesting drawings. I do not know what they're supposed to be. They're interesting nonetheless. Hey, what's this? Oh, it's just a paint bucket. Okay. I think there's supposed to be stuff I can find, but like urns or something. I just took a peek at the achievements before I started and it's something about collecting 4 urns, but we obviously haven't found any. Is this a dead end? Okay, well, cool. Very nice. No idea. So I guess we head back out of the cave. Now the question is, what was the point of coming into the cave if not for just a bit of dialogue that absolutely makes no sense to me? So where do I go now? Guess we'll go this way. Because we came from up there, so we'll just walk along this path. See where it takes us. There's a light ahead of us. Blinking red light on a tower. Look at this little stream. So pretty. All these flowers.
I've become convinced I am not alone here, even though I'm equally sure it is simply a delusion brought upon by circumstance. I do not, for instance, remember where I found the candles, or why I took it upon myself to light such a strange pathway. Perhaps it is only for those who are bound to follow.
These stones, the way they're placed though. Why? Oh, where should we go? What's this? Chemistry book. Nice. What's this way? I think we'll just continue on this way. I think we'll just follow the main path. Enjoy our time together in this beautiful place. Though it is a bit stormy and gloomy, but still pretty. This would be so cool to walk in real life. Oh, let's go down the little cliff. Oh, we finished chapter 1.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turnoff for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rearview mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
There's something over there, isn't there? But I want to go this way. We're gonna go down. I want to go this way. I'll go look at the boats. If we can get that close. And all the cargo, it looks like a shipwreck. Oh, what's this? Is this a barrel? Let's go look over here. Look at that. What's this? More trash. So much garbage. In this beautiful place. Here we go. So there was obviously a shipwreck here, right? So it looks pretty wrecked. And all the cargo fell off the boat. Fell all over the beach. Not sure what they were carrying. There's some oil. They look like oil drums. If they had oil in them, we shall never know. Can we get on the boat? I'm not sure how the controls work here. How much I can do. Let's see. No, no boat climbing. Let's go this way. Let us continue on wandering around the beach, searching for a story. A story that may not make sense. Oop. Got stuck on something. So we can go this way. We can go that way. Let's go this way. Oh, there's a light out there. Little flashing lights in the ocean. I would assume it would be an indicator for like the rocks, because you can see there's rocks around it. Oh, can we not go any further? What is this?
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
What? We cannot continue this way. Oh! Whoa! What did that say? Neither did he eat nor drink. Something. It says something, neither did he eat nor drink. Huh. There's a hole right there. You can see it from here. Oh, it says, and neither did he eat nor drink. I wonder why, though. Why it says that. Well, I guess we'll continue on the path. I love the sound of the waves.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay, so Esther is dead, from what I can understand. And I'm assuming... Could it be his wife? Maybe? Or she has to be someone close to him. So she died in a car accident with a drunk driver? Maybe?
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
This feels very metaphorical. There's pill bottles. That's such a stunning view, though. Look at that. It looks so cool. The light behind the building, up on top of the hill. Oh, look at that. So pretty.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Oh, that's sad. Another painting. Or graffiti. Could just be graffiti.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Oh. Something history. Hebridean? Is that what that says? Hebridean history? So she... it's an ultrasound of some sort, but I couldn't tell you. It's a suitcase. Sleeping bag. Another book. A lot of the same book scattered around. Oh. Bird. Let's have a look at the view. Look at that. I can go down further? Sort of. Oh, I could take that path down there. Though, maybe that's a path up. Oh, what's down there? Oh wait, no, that's where I came from. Just kidding. Let's not go back down that way. Let's go look at the little stable barn thing over here. Is that smoke? Or is it just fog? Or like low-hanging clouds? Fog. What's this? Nothing to note. Oh, there's another thing here. Directions of some sort. Alright. Let's go on this way. The wind's super loud now. Look at that drop. I wonder if you can actually, I wonder if there's an invisible wall there, if you can actually fall down it. That would be awful though. Look at that cave. All those rocks. Wonder if we're going down there. Whew. This isn't much of a path.
The editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes. They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
So, is this book an account of like the history of this place or something? I'm not sure. Is that a boat?
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, But it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Okay. What a neat cave, though. There's a candle here. Oh. Caves are kind of creepy, though. Like, real caves. I mean, obviously. Oh, dear. Okay, we're falling into the cave. Yeah, video game caves are creepy too, but actually being in a real cave, like when it like comes in really tight and it gets dark, it's really creepy. I wouldn't say I'm
Donnelly did
claustrophobic,
not pass through the caves.
but I kind of am,
From here
in a
on in,
sense.
his guidance,
I don't know.
unreliable as it is gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence can be drawn from the wet rocks.
Dude, that is a drop. How are you alive? Well, I guess you could survive that, but like, wouldn't you have a broken leg or two? Or something? Something would have broke? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like being in enclosed spaces. I guess it's more so I don't like being in an enclosed space where I'm not sure I'll be able to get out. Like if I think I might get stuck, I kind of panic. I do not know why I just circled around. I can walk on water though for some reason. Unless this isn't as deep as it seems. What's up here? Can you go up here? I know I just walked past this. No, okay. Let's continue our walk through the cave. Oh, I guess we're crawling now. What are these called? Bioluminescent mushrooms? Or fungi? I think that's the word. Very pretty though. Probably poisonous, but still pretty. Guess we'll wander around this
It was
area.
as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail. The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered exhibition.
More candles. Oh, I got stuck. I feel like these have meaning, but I don't know what it is. Do not understand. Now we'll crawl some more. This music is like super loud. Ooh, wow. That is a view. Look at that. Wow. Waterfalls are really cool. Do I have to jump down in there? Oh, okay. Waterfalls are pretty. So cool. I like the effects though, like when you go through the waterfall, it kind of blurs your vision. Nice little things. This would be really hard to climb up though. It would be super slippery. Very pretty. Very pretty. Now which way? I have to go this way. Pretty sure we don't want to go down again. The walls are getting closer and closer. It's kind of freaky. Oh, it's a very small hole. Ooh, no, this is... That gives me chills. Just the thought of not being able to get out or being stuck in that little space. Yeah. Not fun. Ooh. Ooh.
In my
Wow.
final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction.
Oh.
Goats grazed on the hard shoulder. A world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
Which way do I go? Can we go up? Let's go up. It feels like each different path you take reveals a different, like, piece of the story. And you probably have to play through multiple times to get, like, a whole picture, maybe? Or you just have to backtrack a lot. But... Wow, that is insane looking. Can we go this way? No.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
Behold, Damascus is taken? I think that's what that says. And all these... They look like blueprints to some kind of machinery or something, I'm not really sure. Away from being a city. And it shall be a ruinous heap? I think it says. This is just wow. Are we gonna go swimming? Yeah, looks like we're gonna go swimming. This would be freaky. Oh, we're gonna jump into another hole. Another paint can. Oh, here we go. What does this say? Axe 22? Maybe? Alright, down we go. That is a drop. Oh my goodness. What is that? Is it a car? Should I be surfacing? It's multiple cars. This must be the scene from the accident. Yes? No? Can we surface? What did I do? Oh! What's going on? Oh, it was like a little dream type thing. Huh. Alright. Completed that one now. Ooh, it's nighttime now. Look at that moon! Oh, there's a tent here. Close. No people. I guess we'll go on this side. Should we go that way?
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
It's actually a paintbrush this time. Can we go down there? I wanna go this way though. Let me go this way. I just wanna go out here. See if there's anything out here. So I see a light. No. Just a little candle, and that's it. Oh. Oh. Okay, I was not expecting to be able to go into the water though. Oh wow. Is that a radio tower? That's what it looks like. Let's see if we can climb back onto the rocks here.
I returned home with a pocket full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery. But the rest I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed. It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm and noting its smoothness. In time, we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
Some chemical formula. It's kind of a sad way to think about life, you know? Is that a tire? Oh, 2 tires, a car door. I see. And nothing to say about it?
There were chemical diagrams on the mug he gave me coffee in, sticky at the handle where his hands shook. He worked for a pharmaceutical company with an office based on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. He'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter, forming a strategic vision for the peddling of antacid yogurt to the European market. You could trace the connections with your finger, join the dots, and whole new compounds would be summoned into activity.
Light from heaven shone around him. A light from heaven shone around him. Ooh, look at the stars. Oh, what's up here?
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic. And I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
I see. So, from what I'm gathering is Esther died in a car crash. And this is kind of his way of coping with her death? I'm not sure though. On a sudden... what? Does that say on a sudden a light from heaven shone around him and he fell to the ground? I'm not sure. Okay. Alright. There's the boats. Guess we'll climb up now, since we can't do anything here. You can see I believe that's a radio tower. Looks very much like one. Oh, and the lines in the cliff face look really cool. Like, almost like they're making a pattern of some sort.
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
Is that a person over there? There's a person there. Out by the candle on the cliff. At least I think it is. Wonder if we can get up there. Maybe not. Oh, maybe over here.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
The person's gone. What a view, though. Okay, what does this say? And as he was proceeding on his journey, it's not really much to say. I mean, I don't know. And oh, there's something here. Was and something and was come near to Damascus, I think that says. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, but what does this one say? And this one here too. And he
If only Donnelly had experienced
neither
this,
did he eat or
he
drink.
would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
And he was 3 days without sight. And neither did he eat nor drink. Okay. I see. I guess I'll go this way to this building. There's
The
some more
stones
words
in
there.
my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turnoff for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
Oh. And it came to pass that as I made my journey, and it came to pass that as I made my journey. Oh. That as I made my journey and was I can't really read this one. Something about Damascus again. Oh. Do not know what that says. Something from a great light round about me? And could not see the
He was not drunk,
glory?
Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Something that were with me came into. It's very stormy up here. It said Damascus again.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
He became a bird.
Esther.
Did he say come home? Huh. Okay, that was Dear Esther, I guess. Holy crap. That was a lot more emotional than I thought it was gonna be. I actually started tearing up at the end. So it took me a while to get myself to a state where I could like actually feel comfortable talking about this game without breaking down, I guess. I don't know why it made me so emotional. And I'm getting emotional again for some reason. So, Dear Esther feels like it's a story about a man who lost his wife in a car crash, and he's trying to cope with that. Um, and so he, I don't know, creates this almost dream world or illusionary world island thing that kind of helps him get through that loss. But in the end, it almost seems like he takes his own life so that in his mind he can finally be free. Hence why he turned into a bird when he jumped from the tower. I'm not really sure if that's actually what this game is about, but that's kind of the vibes I got from the story. And that's going off, like, I'm still missing quite a bit of dialogue. And I don't know. It was. The game made me feel things. Like, wow. I didn't actually expect much out of this game. I didn't think I'd get so emotional. I don't know why I got so emotional, but that ending just hit me hard. It was super weird, but that I felt like that. Not the game's ending. Talking about myself. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on the game. It was, it's definitely worth a play. I don't know. It was so not what I was expecting, but I would recommend it to people. I know a lot of people don't like walking simulators because they're boring and all you do is walk and nothing happens, yada yada yada. But this one, like, it had a story, a hard to understand story, I suppose, if you're just kind of playing it once through and not really paying attention to what the narrator's saying. But there's something there, and it's beautifully made. Like the environment's beautiful, the music is beautiful. Um, yeah, no, I'm sure with director's commentary on, it would make a lot more sense, and we'd get a lot more meaning and whatnot, an explanation of the story, but I don't plan to actually play through it with the director's commentary on. I don't think I could, if it went the way that I think it went, I don't think I could handle that. I'm a very emotional person. So those kinds of things kind of hit me. But yeah, I don't know, that's my thoughts on the game. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even felt something. Um, and if not, that's fine too. I mean, to each their own, right? But thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe if you want. I don't mind. And I will see you in the next game. Bye!
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe